And viewers, the top story here at NDTV is the Kolkata rape and murder case. Well, protesting doctors are asking police to now solve the case by Wednesday. And they are questioning why a 7-day deadline has been given to the police. They're also demanding an apology from the police, claiming that rumors are being spread about the investigations. And why are they angry and why are they demanding answers from the police and the West Bengal administration? The details from the autopsy report of the 31-year-old postgraduate trainee who was working at the city's renowned state government-run RG Kar Medical College and Hospital are spine-chilling. The accused had hit her so hard that the glasses of her spectacles shattered, shards pierced her eyes, and the trainee doctor was left bleeding. The trainee doctor was raped and murdered inside a seminar hall in the institution, and her body was found the next day. Sanjay Roy, I beg your pardon, a civic volunteer has been arrested who was working with the Kolkata police, but the doctors refused this action. They want a CBI probe into the matter. Now, the Federation of Resident Doctors Association has announced a nationwide pause in elective services and hospitals. In a letter to Union Health Minister JP Nadda, the association described the Kolkata incident as perhaps the greatest travesty to have occurred in the history of resident doctors community. Several doctors are refusing to join back forces, demanding that there should be a security arrangement that should be made for them, as such incidents should not take place again. We also have some reactions coming in. Let's listen in.
एक डॉक्टर अगर अपने हॉस्पिटल में भी सेफ़ नहीं है तो कहाँ पे सेफ़ होगा। वेस्ट बंगाल में जो मैं कई सालों से कहती आ रही हूँ कि महिलाएं सुरक्षित नहीं हैं, एक और ऐसी दुखद घटना ये प्रूव करती है कि महिलाओं के लिए बहुत ही असुरक्षित है प्रदेश है ये। वैसे ही पुलिस जैसे अन्य केसेस में देरी करती रहती है वेस्ट बंगाल में, वैसे ही यहाँ पे भी देरी की गई। मैं जब गई थी पहले भी वेस्ट बंगाल में 2-3 बार मैंने ये कहा कि वहाँ पर प्रेसिडेंट रूल लगना चाहिए।
रेखा शर्मा, आप इसके पूर्व राष्ट्रीय महिला कमीशन के सभानेत्री रह चुके हैं और आप तो नारी सुरक्षा के बारे ना ही बोले तो अच्छा है, क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा अगर आपने पक्षपात किया है नारी के प्रति। हमने देखा कि नारी अपराध जब बीजेपी शासित राज्य में होता था तब आप उसको नजरअंदाज करते थे, लेकिन जब वो बीजेपी के विरोध जो पार्टी है वहां के शासित राज्य या सरकारों में होता था तब उसके प्रति आपकी नजर ज्यादा जाती थी।
Now we have Tanishq Punjabi from Lucknow. He has been tracking how several doctors are protesting against what happened in West Bengal. Tanishq, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. The doctors are protesting behind you. What are their demands?
Well, the demands are pretty much clear. One, of course, a thorough inquiry on what happened in Kolkata. Apart from that, adequate compensation for victims' family, and more above that, safety and security for doctors, because this extends beyond what happened in Kolkata. Because time and again we have seen a lot of people, take out their anger on doctors who are treating them. So this is also about the safety and security of the doctors. That is what one of their main demands is. I am right now inside KGMU of Lucknow. It is one of the most prominent medical colleges, and you can see the OPD services have been shut, and all of the resident doctors are here protesting. It is of course larger and bigger than what it was yesterday. Yesterday the protest was symbolic. Now the OPD services have been shut, and it will be shut until further notice. Some time back, let me tell you, some time back, if you can see the gate over there, that was closed. And of course, that led to anger within the people, and people were angry about it, saying that we've come from faraway districts, Mau, Prayagraj, all the other districts that's around 4 to 5 hours, 6 hours from here. And what about our justice? What about our medical treatment that we are supposed to receive here? So of course it becomes a very grey area, because on one hand the resident doctors are demanding more safety and security, and then the OPD services are shut. And on the other hand, there are of course patients who've come here from far off districts to get themselves treated. But as you can see, the protest continues here. Save the savior. We want safety. Save the savior is their main slogan. And all of the resident doctors have gathered here. And all of the resident doctors have gathered here. This is the OPD of KGMU Lucknow. And this is across all medical colleges in Lucknow, PGI, Lohia, all of them. OPD services have been shut until further notice. Yes.
Right, Tanishq, we also have Anuj Raite, who is joining us from Mumbai. Anuj, several doctors and the students who are training for becoming a doctor are also questioning why there is such a clear lapse in safety and security of doctors who are essential for India.
Yes, indeed. You see, we are here at the GG Hospital and the protests have begun here. They were announced yesterday. Yesterday we saw a candle march take place, and today the protests are happening. Now we'll ask them about what exactly do they demand from this protest. Sir, tell me, ये protest की, of course, हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि legislation strong करना चाहिए. वो तो long term solution हो गया. What are your immediate demands from these protests?
Immediate demand is the investigation of the whatever as mischievous activity has been happened. The investigation of this whole act should be done by the highest central agencies, wherein the justice to the victim will be given. And the another case is this case should run in fast track court, and the result of case should come as soon as possible. Second thing is compensation to the family of the victim, because they had lost their child, so compensation to the family is must. Third thing is कि security guards are not being posted in various medical colleges all over India. So security guards are must to be there. So the respective authorities should hire the private securities, or should generate some national security force where those who can come in the medical colleges and provide security to the hospitals. The thing is, this act has happened in a medical college wherein only 2 security guards were present. So it is really shameful thing that an government institute which is running from many years, and there are only 2 security guards. It is actually a shameful thing for Kolkata government.
Okay, so you tell me that there has been a lot of politicization of this issue. We are seeing that the Bharatiya Janata Party in Kolkata is blaming the government, and then there have been back and forth. So we've seen politicization over this issue again. How do you look at it? Do you think that by doing this they are able to get speedy justice, or do you look at it as white noise, as something which can be done away with and is delaying actual justice?
The thing is, there is nothing to be nothing to politicize in this situation, because this situation is a crime. So I think this whatever politics is been invaded in this situation is not at all needed. What we demand, a swift demand of a central authority to the central authority to ask the investigating authority to investigate this matter with the highest central authority.
Okay, we're seeing that they're talking about the issue being put into, being brought out into a transparent manner, and security being improved or increased here. Ma'am, you tell me that you will be entering the field as a young doctor tomorrow, and then as we are talking about the issues, they are as basic as not having enough security officers outside. Yesterday we were talking to people, they said that there are not many people except for emergency ward. How does that make you feel before entering into this difficult profession?
We feel scared. We really feel scared, because we have been coming from different parts of the India to study, and our parents have a lot of faith in us, and they send us to these colleges thinking that their daughters or their sons will come out as flying colors, and there this thing is happening with each and every one of us. Are like, to the core we are scared that what will happen to the future of the India. And then this is all about the security of the female. This should be pan India, that this issue should be raised, that what about the security of the doctor who is like on call duty doctor 24/7, and she's not provided the safety which she needs. This is a very big issue.
Okay. We see that apprehensions are out here. Everyone is not everyone, but there are a lot of people who are putting their apprehensions forth and talking about basic amenities like providing shelter to women doctors at night if they have to stay in hospital.
Right.
So these are the voices from young doctors here at the JJ Hospital here in Mumbai.
Right, Anuj, and that's a valid demand from the doctors. I mean, the caption, a very powerful line that is coming in from them is, healing hands are bleeding now, and that's a valid demand. Thank you so much, Anuj, for joining us. I'm also being joined by Dr. Sharad Kumar Agrawal, who is a former president of the Indian Medical Association. A very valid point that we are asking here at NDTV. Dr. Sharad Kumar, thank you so much for joining us and speaking to NDTV. What are your first thoughts on the spine-chilling rape and murder case in West Bengal Hospital?
See, this is not the first thing. This is happening in India every day. Every day, if you see, there is a violence on the doctors in some part of the country. So this is not the one thing or not the first thing. Last year in Kerala, we lost our intern who was working in a Taluka PSC. Now she is not. She is a doctor. She is not trained doctor. Dr. Momita was a MBBS full-fledged doctor and doing the post-graduation. So she was going to become the post-graduate doctor in just 1 year. So she is a doctor. And please refrain from politicizing this issue. We are not interested in which government is there in the state, which government is in center. We are requesting the entire, for decade, we are requesting to the central governments that please make a central act against violence on the doctors and the healthcare worker. Doctors should be protected and hospital and clinics should be declared safe zone. Like in the war place also, hospitals are declared to be the safe zone. Why can't we do this? If this central government during COVID, they can brought an ordinance and make this act for the against the violence on the doctors. Why can't we do now? Who stop us? See, IMA is requesting with folded hand to entire media and the public, if they are sincere, if they are grieved, if they think this is wrong, which has happened with Dr. Momita, then please pursue the central government for making a central act. Central act is the only solution for preventing these kind of incidences. Otherwise, today we are, crying for this Dr. Momita, and tomorrow we'll cry for another doctor. This is not going to stop.
Right.
So please refrain for politics, refrain for political statements. We are not interested. We see doctors don't want to halt the services. We have been trained like this. We used to do 72-hour duty during our graduation, undergraduation and post-graduation time. So we don't want to sit idle. So please don't misunderstood the doctors. We are aggrieved. We are helpless. We are suffocating with the system. That is why we are forced to sit on the road. So please, I request all the media people also, please make a campaign for making a central act against the violence on the doctors and the healthcare worker and the nurses. That is our
rightly said that this is not the
demand.
first incident. I'd like to interrupt you. You said it's not the first incident. There have been several cases, and I agree with you. There have been multiple cases where doctors have been raped, murdered, beaten up in hospitals by mob. You are a former president of the Indian Medical Association. What should be the Indian Medical Association's role in such cases then?
See, Indian Medical Association has the aims for the public service and helping the government in the services and upgrading the knowledge of our members and doctors. And definitely when there is an issue, we stood up and fighting for the system. As I mentioned, Indian Medical Association is requesting the different central governments for decades. Please make a central act against the violence. Though there is a protection act in the state, but it is not under the CRPC and IPC. So that is why it is not effective. We have in the 13 states, we have a state law.
And stating their demands, there are several patients who are lined outside the OPDs. They are demanding services. Do you think doctors should take another way to protest that should not hamper the services at the hospitals as well?
See, IMA has not called for any strike. It is the students and we are supporting them. I told you. You tell me, if somebody's head is put into water, what he will or she will do? See, when the doctors are not safe, see, first you will save. Even in the when you fly in the aircraft, they say before putting masks to the other, put on you. If the doctors will survive, they will service these people. Please understand. I told you we don't want to come on the road. It is not our habit, and we are not habitual to coming on the road. But you understand the gravity of the situation and dilemma and inertia in the governments, whether it is central government or state government. They only come do the politics and they will never come for the solution. Why can't they announce, okay, we announce the Central Act against violence? What is stopping on this?
Right.
You tell me, is it a illegal demand? What we are demanding
No,
for
sir,
decades?
absolutely not. This is not an illegal demand. This is a very valid point, and security and safety must be ensured for the hands who are healing us. They are our saviors, and we at NDTV are also demanding that daughters, betis should be saved in our country, and the central and the state government should come together to ensure that such crime against women or anybody should not go unchecked or unpunished. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with NDTV and speaking to us and highlighting the plight of doctors. My colleague Shreya Ghosh also spoke to some doctors. Take a look.
Hospitals are supposed to be the safest place for anyone and everyone. But doctors right now are demanding for justice and for better safety protocol. I'm here at RML Hospital as the Federation of Residents of Doctors are protesting against the gruesome crime against this 31-year-old trainee woman doctor who was raped and murdered in Kolkata. Is one of the busiest hospitals, RG Kar hospitals. The doctors across country has been protesting for better safety protocol. Let's hear from a fellow doctor as to what is the situation here at RML Hospital like. Hello ma'am, if you could just introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shreya.
And can you just tell me what is the safety situation here at RML Hospital like? Are there CCTV cameras installed, street lights installed?
There are certain areas where street lights and CCTVs are still there, and there are certain areas where it's not there. So yes, we want CCTV cameras to be installed everywhere so that we can ensure the safety of the healthcare professionals, all healthcare professionals, be it doctors, be it nurses, be it the other MTS workers, and the street lights.
Which areas do you feel there should be mandatorily there should be street lights?
In the emergency area, yes, it should be definitely there because that's the area which is constantly working 24/7 round the clock. The elective areas, they are closed after a certain point of time, yes. But then the emergencies are running 24/7 round the clock. So yes, they should be under surveillance all the time. And we are not unaware of the fact that there have been brutalities on the doctors in the past as well. Not at such a level, but yes, there have been brutalities. And I think a month or two ago in GTB hospital, there was this gynae doctor who was assaulted on duty. Because she was unable to save a patient, though the complications were explained, yet she was assaulted. So yes, that has to be prevented, and that happened that happened in fact in the ward. So yes, in the wards also the security measures have to be taken.